Всем привет! Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Welcome to my channel Learn Russian Now. My name is Anastasia, and today I'm going to teach you the difference between стать and становиться. Before we start, I want to remind you, as usually, to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Follow my Facebook and Instagram pages. Links are below in the description box. А сейчас поехали! Становиться and стать can be translated as to get or to become in certain cases when they share their meaning, and they have different meanings in other cases. We're going to talk about them and I will give you examples so you will understand it better. So let's start with становиться. Становиться is an imperfective verb. Становиться, становиться. It's imperfective, so it means that we use it for repeated actions or actions that are in process. So you can think about continuous actions in English, continuous form. This is становиться, imperfective verb. First, let's conjugate it in present tense. Я становлюсь, ты становишься, он, она становится, мы становимся, вы становитесь, они становятся. Past tense and only three forms: masculine, feminine and plural. Он становился, она становилась, они становились. And for future tense, as usually with imperfective verbs, we just use the verb to be, быть, in the form that we need it, and add infinitive form of imperfective verb. For example, я буду становиться. I will be becoming. Я буду становиться. We don't use that form very often, so don't worry about that too much. And imperative form, становитесь or становись for singular. Становитесь, становись if we give a command. Now let's look at стать. Стать. Стать is a perfective verb. Perfective verbs are used to describe singular actions and usually completed actions. Something that happened once, or it was a short action, you know, those that cannot be in process. And it's important to remember that perfective verbs in Russian don't have present forms, okay? We don't use perfective verbs in present tense. So let's conjugate it in the past. Он стал, она стала, мы, они стали. Only three forms. Now to the future tense. Я стану, ты станешь, он станет, мы станем, вы станете, они станут. And imperative forms are стань for informal singular, ты, and станьте for plural or formal вы, станьте. And now let's compare the way we use these two words. First meaning of стать and становиться is to become. It's important to remember that if we use стать and становиться, meaning to become, they are followed by instrumental case. Let's look at the examples. Он становится взрослым. He's becoming an adult, or he becomes an adult. He's in the process. That's why we're using становиться. Он становится, imperfective verb, and взрослым, the form is in instrumental case. Взрослый, nominative, взрослым, instrumental. Another example. Он собирается стать художником. He's going to be an artist. Художник, художником. Instrumental case. Он собирается стать, perfective form, художником. Круг участников становился более узким. The group of participants was getting smaller. Круг участников становился более узким. Становился, imperfective form. It was getting, so it's a continuous action. That's why we used imperfective form. Когда человек ест шоколад, он становится добрее. When a person eats chocolate, he becomes kinder. So this is kind of a general rule or a repeated action. So становится imperfective verb. Она стала врачом и лечит больных. She has become a doctor and now she is helping people, or she helps people. Она стала врачом. Стала, perfective verb, because it happened once, it's a completed action in the past. That's why we're using a perfective form. Она стала врачом, instrumental case for врач, because it's following становиться, meaning to become. Он скоро станет отцом. Soon he's gonna be a father. Станет, future form, perfective verb станет, because he will become a father once, like it's a single completed action. That's why we used a perfective verb стать. And now to imperative form. Не становись таким, как я. Don't become a person like me. Не становись, don't become, and we used imperfective form становиться after не. You won't really hear не стань in modern Russian language. It is used in literature, maybe in some books, or you can hear it in songs or poetry, but in modern Russian conversational language, you will not really hear не стань, so you don't need to remember that. Не становись, не plus imperfective verb становись to say don't become. And now to the meaning of становиться that is different from стать. Становиться also means to stand, to go and stand somewhere. Например, становись рядом с ним, go stand right next to him. Становись рядом с ним, становись, imperfective form. Or иди становись в очередь. Очередь is a line or a queue. Иди становись в очередь. Становись, again, to say go and stand somewhere, we use imperfective verb становись. Иди становись. And now to the meanings of стать, perfective verb, which are different from становиться. The first one is to express your intention, usually not to do something. Here is an example. Я не стану торопиться и делать поспешные выводы. I'm not gonna hurry and jump to conclusions. Я не стану торопиться. I'm not going to do something. In this case, стану means that you have no intention to do something. Я не стану торопиться. Я не стану с вами спорить. I'm not gonna argue with you. Я не стану с вами спорить. Я не стану, meaning I'm not gonna do it. I have no intention to do something. Я не стану с вами спорить. Не стану. Intention not to do something. And another meaning of стать, perfective form, is to begin, to start doing something, and it is followed by imperfective verbs. Он стал смотреть на проблему по-другому. He started looking at the problem from a different angle or in a different way. Он стал смотреть на проблему по-другому. In this case, стал, perfective verb, means that he started doing something, he started looking or he started considering. Уровень воды в морях стал повышаться. Sea levels started rising. Уровень воды в морях стал повышаться. Стал meaning started, and you can use начал instead of стал. Так я и стал жить у них. So I began living with them. Так я стал or начал жить у них. Стал or начал, same. And now let's quickly review становиться and стать. Становиться is an imperfective verb, so we use it for continuous actions or for repeated actions. Стать is a perfective verb, so we use it for single actions or completed actions. Становиться and стать both mean to become or to get. At the same time, становиться is used to say to stand, so it means to stand, and стать doesn't have that meaning. Становиться means to stand, but стать has two different meanings from становиться. The first one is to express your intention, usually not to do something. Я не стану это делать. I'm not gonna do this. And another meaning is to start doing something. For example, он стал смотреть на проблему по-другому. He started looking at that problem in a different way. Он стал, or начал, the same meaning as начал, смотреть на проблему по-другому. If you like this lesson, don't forget to press likes. And if you still have questions about how to use стать and становиться, please ask me in the comments below the video. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Пока-пока!